Hi everyone, I'm Irma, and in this video I'll show you the hover options in Visual Composer. We've come so far that it only takes a couple of clicks to create an interactive experience on your website. So why should you incorporate some hover effects in your layout? I've got some ideas. First, just to make the website less static and more interactive. That way the visitor is more engaged. Hover effects can also help to highlight some content and encourage users to interact with it, like with a button, for example. All right, back to Visual Composer, because that's what we're here for, right? Let me start by saying that there are elements with hover options and there are special hover elements. Like buttons, for example. Most buttons will have some sort of hover options. Let me show you some examples. I've got a page here, and as you can see, there's a basic button, and when you hover over it, changes color. So let's open up the editor here, and as you can see, that's the basic button, and it has a lot of options. And here are the hover options: simple title, hover color, and hover background, hover color. So that's what you can change here. Simple, nothing much. But if you want something more interesting, there are some other buttons you can choose from. So you can just choose the replace button here, and basic button icon, for example. Nothing much has changed, but there's an icon when you hover over it. Simple, but yet more interactive, isn't it? And of course, you can change the same parameters, including the icon. But it doesn't stop there. There are more interesting buttons to show you, like for example, simple gradient button, and it changes color a little bit once you hover over it, like so. And there's another one I want to show you, and it's the double text button, and it's right in the name. Obviously, when you hover over it, the text changes. And here you can change everything: the shape, the text, the background colors, and even the direction. So that's the buttons. But let me show you the special hover elements. We've got one here already, and it's been hiding in plain sight. It's the icons. As you can see, when you hover over them, they change their color to the official colors of the social media platforms. And you can of course enable it and disable this option if you want to. But why would you? It's beautiful. All right, so now there are more hover elements that I want to cover. Let me get rid of this template here and just show you them how they are. And we can do that just by going to the Visual Composer Hub and typing in hover. And here they all are. The border hover button, covered buttons before, so you can jump on that on your own time, but I'm pretty sure you know what it's about. There's going to be a border once you hover over the button. Simple as that. So let's jump straight to the hover box here. Let me add a row there at the top so we can see it a little better. All right. So as you can see, again, it's right in the name. Let's open the edit options here. And again, it's all in the name. It's hover box, which consists of an image. And when you hover over it, there's the text and a border. But that you can change here at the hover box type. As you can see, the background can slide in, fade in, and there can be none at all. So I like the fade in option. Then you can of course change the background color as well to whatever you want. And of course you can customize everything. Add a heading, not add it. And you can of course change the size as well to 50% width, for example, and 50 pixel height if you want. And you get separate options here for the heading. And of course, the design options. All right, this was easy enough. Let's move on to the next one. Back to the hub. and we've got hover image. At first sight, this seems really straightforward and not that interesting, but let me tell you something. You can do some fun stuff with this element. So of course, it's at first sight, it is what it is. It's an image. When you hover over it, it's a different image. So what you can do here in the options, you can change the images and you can give some on-click options to them as well. But at first sight, this might not seem so interesting, but let me show you an interesting example of how you can potentially use this element, because we actually use it on our website on visualcomposer.com, and more specifically on our team page. So let me show you. So this is the page, and once you hover over any one of us, that triggers the GIF. And that's what you can do as well. But of course, with images or GIFs, GIFs work as well, just so you know. So there's some interesting stuff you can do with this. All right, let's move on to the next one. Back at the hub, hover, and we've got the icon hover box. Again, very straightforward. Image, when you hover over it, there's an icon. You can add a URL to the icon, you know, so it goes somewhere at the hover background. A thing that we didn't see before is the reverse hover animation, where you can see the icon here at first, and when you hover, it disappears. And of course, as always, you can customize the size as well. Okay, that was simple enough. Let's go back, and I'm pretty sure we've got the last one here. Yes, the tall hover box. Again, the options are very, very similar, but only the design part changes a little. Again, once you hover over it, you can see the background color here, a little overlay, and the text animation, which you can all customize, and you can reverse this animation as well. All right, this has been a very quick overview of the hover options in Visual Composer, and hopefully you'll take this as inspiration to do something really creative with your designs. So thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one.